Well, this is a test video to make sure my equipment's working. Kind of wanted to see what it would look like and what it'll play like. So we're going to pause and start again 2 or 3 times and go from there. This is going to be a daily dialysis blog, just what's going on in my life. I put out a GoFundMe to help me try to get through some of this shit, and it's been met with some good response, but we'll get into why I did and what I still need to do. So come along with me. We might pray a little bit, we might laugh a little bit, we might cuss a little bit, so you might as well just be ready for whatever, and we'll go from there. Well, we're going to start our day off. There's a light right behind me, and that's really pissing me off. And the one overhead isn't very flattering. But, first thing you got to do when you start your dialysis is wash your fucking hands. Always wash your hands. Make sure your area that you're working on is clean. And we'll go over some of that in a minute. I usually do 3 transfers a day, which entails hanging a bag, letting it dwell for 2.5 hours, draining it, filling another one up, and so on. So we'll go through some of that today, and right now I'm just going to get my first bag prepped, get my area laid out, and then I have certain sterile stuff that I use, and I have to use a syringe and draw a shot that I'll put in one of the bags to actually work in my dialysis treatment. So, this is part 1 of that. Alright. For a bag of dialysis fluid. These things come in handy for all kinds of stuff. They're just plastic, but for some reason, you cut that bag open real well. Now what do we got here? 2 tubes. One's full and one bag ain't. We got our stuff lined out here. Clamp everything off ahead of time, because once we get it up on a pole, it's not going to be, we're not going to move it around anymore. Okay, so as you can see here, I'll try to do it like this. This right here is going to go right in here. And then I'm going to shoot that in there like that. And I'm going to get rid of my needle because I don't need it no more. And then you get rid of all that stuff for me at my clinic. I'm going to start this again, and this is a chair I sit in. I have my TV up here so I can watch TV while I do my shit. But since I've touched every fucking thing and whatnot, you know what time it is? Time to change the loads. Keep all this stuff right here by me. That way I don't have to move around too much when I get whatever hooked into me. I did forget to get my caps, and I'll show you what I mean here in just a second. But they're right over the top of me anyhow, real close by, in case I drop one and I'm hooked up to a bag. I keep extras up here in this box, and help me keep a good tally on what I have done and haven't done today. I put the exact amount I'm going to use right next to me, and then I'm ready. It's okay. So now I'm clean, sterilized. You know what this is? It's not a surgical pad. It's a stupid ass puppy pad. But it's sterile, it's clean, and for my purposes, it'll do just fine. Alright, now we're going to come to this part where you might freak out or get grossed out or what the fuck ever. But this is what I have to deal with, and I'm not saying I'm squeamish, I just don't like it seeing coming at me. Lift it here, and there's our catheter. So our catheter is always bandaged. We'll get a better look at that later. If you want to see it, let me know. Okay. Now, here's the little cap I was referencing earlier. Now, I got my big bag hooked up. I pull it over here to me. I've already broken the little plastic clip that's inside here. That's a little block right there, and until you break that, nothing will flow up or in or out. Let's just say that. This is what hooks to the catheter. We're going to do a move here that my dialysis guy taught me. And we're just going to stick our pinky in there, pop that boss-rib, grab the other end, unscrew, screw it in. And then we're going to set it off here to the side because it's got iodine in it. You don't get that shit all over your clothes because you can't get it out. You should be, rinse. Well, since this is our first transfer of the day, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the exit bag clamp off, and I'm just going to open my little valve here and see if I can get anything to come out, which I can't because I drained good last night, or my body's reabsorbed. So what I do is now I'm going to open the clip on the big bag side, and then you'll see there'll be a stream of liquid come down already. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. Count that, clamp off the exit, and then we just open our valve and we're taking dialysis. So now it's like, I don't know, 15 minutes till I get done doing it. And while I do that, I usually sit here and watch whatever my favorite TV show at the time is. So I'm going to pause this and give you a better look of what the bag looks like. And then I'll re-glove again after that. So, like I said, I'll just stop it for a second. Well, there you go. There is the bag of fluid that I'm hooked up to. And it's just doing its thing. You can't really tell. It just keeps on trucking. About the only thing you'll be able to see is the amount of volume coming down. It'll just be less and less and less and less and less. Another pair of gloves. The bag is right there to the end. We'll do the countdown. It's not like you'll be able to see a whole lot of it, but down the tube, I can see that the bag's all the way empty and I got room in the tube. So what I do is I close my little valve here, and then I'm going to put my clamp because there's still liquid in the tube. Now this liquid is dextrose, it's sugar water. So I'm basically a hummingbird, a huge, giant, fat hummingbird. Okay, now the caps is the ones I gotta get. You gotta keep this shit sterile. So when you open it, you gotta be real easy because it's son of a bitch will pop right out of there. I'll set it over here to the side. And I grab this, make sure both of my things are on. Untwist it, there's an exposed end that I don't want. Put the cap on it, and we're done. Now I'll set my timer, and then we'll be back again in a little bit. Alright? So that's how you start a dialysis treatment. And I'm not going to go through all the cleanup phase of it because if you're not on dialysis, you don't care about that. And if you are, or if you're helping somebody, you got to keep your shit clean. So I'll be back. The game's getting really great. So I'll talk to you later.